Hello, my loves. This is Malala with Love and Light Starseed Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to do a reading for Aries. This will be Sun, Moon, or Rising. And these are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. I hope everyone's doing well and having a great day. It's going to be for Aries and the person they're thinking about. Angel, spirits, guides, please show us what messages want to come through for amazing Aries. What is the overall energy between you and the person you're thinking about? Overall energy, please. 3 of Coins. The Strength. The World. Yeah, so I'm just getting that, you know, this person was your world or is your world, and that you're needing to have strength and courage in order to collaborate, work together. King of Coins. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, this could be, you know, at work, working on finances, working together, working on stability, being, you know, more nurturing. What is your energy, please? The Fool. 10 of Coins. Yeah, so I just get, you know, you're wanting to take a new leap of faith, wanting to start something new at work, something new around finances, legacy. What is their energy, please? We have Aries energy out as well. 4 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Wow. So their energy is resting, meditating, being detached, being combative, fighting, arguing, conflict with somebody. Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. So yeah, they are fighting and arguing with a Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody that's rude, crude, disrespectful. They don't care. They only care about themselves. 2 of Cups fell out. That's soulmate energy. Wow. Or, you know, just union, reunion. But let's see. How do you see them? How do you see this person? Queen of Cups. The Sun and the 2 of Coins. Wow, okay. So you see this person as healing. This person is definitely healing. They definitely have a decision. They're juggling. But this person is in their emotions, in their feelings. Wow, Justice. Yeah, needing more balance in their life. Definitely wanting justice in this connection. How do they see you at this time? Queen of Coins. Yeah. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 7 of Swords. Wow. They see you as abundant, stable, but being strategic. You're being very strategic about who you give your energy to, who you give your time to, what you do with your time and energy, and how you make your money. How do you feel about them? The Empress. You feel that they are the Empress. They're loving, nurturing, kind, beautiful. King of Wands. Yeah. Passionate, fiery energy. This could be Aries, Leo, Sag. We also have Taurus out. Yeah. They feel, and you're very creative. Ace of Coins. Wow. Okay, so yeah, just definitely making, wanting a new opportunity at work, wanting to start something new. How do they feel about you? Page of Wands. King of Swords. The Devil, yeah. So I'm seeing erratic behavior, devilish ways, could be addictions, codependency, but definitely closed off and cold, detached, not communicating at this time. I have Capricorn energy out. I have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What are you doing in the 3D? What are your actions? 5 of Coins. The Tower. Whoa. Temperance and 6 of Coins. Yeah. So definitely getting your ducks in a row after there was a Tower moment. Things came crashing down. Stability came crashing down. Money was affected. Just needing temperance, needing things to be more tempered and balanced at this time. Remember, the energies could be reversed as well. So just take what resonates. It could be vice versa as far as you and your person. It's just one energy against, with another. They're just energies. They can be reversed. So take how it resonates. What are their actions in the 3D? 2 of Swords. Page of Swords. Hierophant, yeah. So this energy is in, in their head a lot. Going back and forth, possibly wanting to start something new and learn something new. I'm just getting to that, you could be feeling that you just want to move or get away. If you're not happy where you are, or if you're not happy in a commitment or in your living conditions, just feeling that you want to get away. If you're not feeling, at home, you want to feel homey and comfortable, and if you are happy where you are, you just want to maybe revamp your house or your living conditions, maybe buying comfy furniture or cleaning your house or organizing, decluttering. You might be feeling that you just want to take care of you and not trying to worry about what other people are thinking. Nurturing yourself, loving yourself, from the inside out. What are your messages towards them, please? The Star. 8 of Wands. 8 of Swords, yeah. Your messages towards them. I just see, needing a lot of healing because of mind effery, and just realizing, hurt people. Understanding that, you're not a bad person. People learn from the people around them and their community, you know, where they were born into. You know, that's not anyone's fault. You know, it's family and society that they, you know, were brought into is where, you know, those things were learned. You know, certain behaviors, certain actions. You know, you just learn what you're taught as a child and, you know, as a teenager, but as an adult, you can see things differently. And you know that you can make a change. You know, that you're not stuck in the past or stuck with your past. We can forgive people and we can grow. We have the capacity to do that. You know, we have the capacity to forgive ourselves, especially for anything, and heal from anything and move forward quickly away from what we don't like, away from the mind games, manipulation, mind effery, conflict. What are their messages towards you? 3 of Swords. 7 of Coins. Page of Coins. Yeah, they're just heartbroken. They're in a lot of pain. You know, they're just trying to work, save money. They don't feel like they're enough. They don't feel like they have enough to give, enough to offer. Somebody's telling them that as well. They're getting communication from someone that is not helping that situation and making them think that they are not enough. Where are they hearing this from, that they're not enough? The Hermit. This is Virgo energy. But yeah, I mean, that's their inner knowing. That's their inner self. That's their intuition, you know, just saying something over and over again. That's not true. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Yeah, someone walked away. Yeah, there needs to be some kind of reprogramming. That needs to happen here. Maybe through subliminals. I mean, meditation, you know, therapy, counseling. Something from within is making this person think that they're not enough. So they stay in heartbreak. What is the outcome, please? The High Priestess. 3 of Wands. We have Pisces energy out. Ace of Wands, yeah. So I'm just getting a lot of 5D communication moving forward. A lot of passion. Could be dreaming and dream state about this person a lot, or sexual chemistry through dreams, through telepathy. What is the advice, please? 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, I'm just seeing advices. Whoa, what's this? King of Cups. Wow, yeah. I'm just getting, move towards your happiness. With or without this person. This is, with or without anyone. I mean, you want to be fulfilled. You want to be happy. You want your wishes to come true. You want to be emotionally sound, emotionally stable. I'm just getting when you have your ducks in a row and you do all the things, then, this happiness will come through. Whether it's this person or with someone else, but, you know, being emotionally vulnerable in order to have a love connection come in, right? We need to be open. We need to be open for it. We need to put our walls down in order to have a loving connection come through. We have to be ready for it. Yeah, so I also get here that this person is walking, you know, walking towards their Nine of Cups. And the advice, you know, and the advice is the Nine of Cups. You know, they're wanting to walk towards their Nine of Cups, but they don't know how to get there because of stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. Yeah. Memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Wow, this person is really going through it. Clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. Yeah, absolutely. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Yeah, this person needs to come out of the stress, you know, get away from, you know, people that are keeping them captive, tied down, trapped, stressed, you know, and arguing. You know, when that happens, and only when that happens is when the clarity is going to come through, you know, when they do go within. And when they are honest with themselves. That's the only way they're going to get to their Nine of Cups or Ten of Cups in life, and not being so resistant to change. You know, it just seems like this person is just trapped in their mind and their memories and reminiscing about the past instead of, you know, making moves towards their future. Let's see, what are the hidden truth oracles messages that want to come through, please? This person could say anything at all. What would they say? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. You were the best thing in my life. One more, please. I bury myself in work to forget you. I wish I could share my good news with you. These are the messages I have. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.